Hello, everyone. I'm Wanica, also known as Miss Astrology. And as I am building the Cosmically Lit Collective and this Patreon page and this platform, I want to bring to you all more than just astrology. And it's funny because the astrology still always correlates with what I want to bring and what I have to say. However, I do want to teach you everything that I'm learning and integrating into my own life, the things that are working for me. That is where the lit part of the Cosmically Lit Collective comes from: learning, integrating, teaching. So, I have been reading, and some of my favorite types of books to read are these channeled messages, the Abraham books, which is Esther and Jerry Hicks. I'm also a huge fan of Sanaya Roman, and I don't know if fan is the right word. However, these teachings have been very impactful to my life and these messages. And I just really want to share some of what I am reading and processing and learning and integrating into my life, and to see if this maybe speaks to you in some kind of way and encourages you to dive deeper into the law of attraction and manifesting and ask and it is given. So this is what I'm currently reading, and it is by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's the teachings of Abraham. And again, I have the essential law of attraction, the entire collection. And what's really crazy is I truly just stumbled upon this book. A friend was living with me at the time, and she had all these books that she wasn't reading, that she had collected, and she had stored them in like a cabinet that was in the living room. And I just happened to be going through them one day, like cleaning out or something, and noticed this book, and it was purple, and it was the law of attraction, and it just attracted me. And I loved that book. I read that book. I still have it. I bought the entire collection. And since then, I have really been studying those channeled messages, and they've really been impactful into my life. And so today I was reading, and another thing I love about these books is the chapters are really short. So there's no reason I can't read like a chapter a day. Now, I will admit I am a pretty quick reader. I read pretty fast because I absolutely love reading, and I always have my entire life. So I want to just kind of talk to you about the chapter that I'm reading, chapter 16, that is, we are creating within a magnificently diverse universe. And what I really liked was one of the analogies that it gave about us just really preparing our own dish in this perfectly stocked kitchen. And this kitchen has absolutely everything in it. And we have decided we are going to make a blueberry pie, or I'm gonna say a lemongrass brulee, creme brulee, because that was like a highlighted dish that one of my favorite people on my recent yoga retreat really loved. So we're making this lemongrass creme brulee, and we're in this amazingly stocked kitchen. And the comparison in here is that we go into this kitchen just to get what we need to create the pie that we want, that we are desiring. And although there is everything in this kitchen that anyone could need, we only get the things that are for us. And on the other part of that, we have no feelings, good or bad, about the things that are not for us, about the ingredients that are not for our creme brulee or our pie or whatever it is that you are creating, that you are making. Those things may not be perfect for this ingredient. Those things may not pertain to you, but you don't have any feelings about them because this is a perfectly stocked kitchen. And so you're just here to get what's for you. And I love this analogy. And I think that once you realize that, and you just have no ill feelings, good or bad, about the things that are not a part of what you are creating for your own life. And I wanted to share that analogy, and then I wanted to talk about another part of chapter 16 in this book, Ask and It Is Given, by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's the teachings of Abraham. It's Ask and It Is Given, learning to manifest your desires. And in chapter 16, not only does it have that beautiful analogy, but it also talks about feel the balance and perfection of your environment. Feel the balance and perfection of your environment. Now, I love that message on today because Mars is in Libra, right? Libra is this scales. It is all about the balance. And not only that, Libra's ruling planet, Venus, is in Scorpio, which is definitely about the feels, right? So I just went live really talking about these two energies on my Instagram recently. So it makes so much sense that in my morning reading, that is something that really jumped out at me. And it's really about continuing. It says, now think about the perfection. Well, it says, the contrast causes new desires to be born within you. So what I was talking about previously is really, and it did actually speak about unwanteds must be allowed for wanteds to be received. It is about examining both parts of what you want and what you do not want, but not really allowing yourself to feel anything about what you do not want. But in experiencing what you do not want, in seeing those unwanted ingredients or those things that do not pertain to this particular dish that you're creating, you're able to actually come up with maybe other ideas for other dishes, or to even say, you know what, I'm going to even focus more on this. I'm going to find the balance in the perfection of the environment. Oh my God, this is such a perfect kitchen that maybe later I can even create something else, something different. This is such a beautiful universe. Now that I've been here and I've seen all the options, I've heard what other people's desires are. And even though I don't have that desire for my life, maybe that will spark a creation within me later. But at this time, I'm going to see how perfect my desires are and what I am creating are. And I'm going to work and build on that. Mars in Libra. Mars wants to work. Mars wants to do. Libra wants to find the balance and the harmony. So it's like allowing the unwanted to happen so you can get some experience of what you don't want and what you do want. And you don't have any feelings about what you don't want, because you're focusing all your feelings and your energy, Scorpio, Venus, Scorpio. Now that you've done the Mars and Libra thing, Libra comes before Scorpio. So now that that's allowed to happen and you're allowed to feel the balance and the harmony, or experience the balance, the other side of what I don't want, I'm done with that. Now I can direct my feelings into what I'm truly creating, deeply creating. This contrast causes new desires to be born within you. The new desire radiates from you. And as you offer the vibration of your new desire, that desire is answered. So it's like, okay, you're like, no, I don't want that. I really want this. I really am going to work on this. And now, as you channel your feelings and your focus and your desire to that, that's what the universe works on manifesting for you in your life or bringing towards you. When you ask, it is given. Now think about the perfection of the process. Continuing new ideas for the improvement of your experience emanates from you constantly and are constantly answered. So the more that you experience, the more you tweak your own ideas, adjust what you are creating and desiring for your life, the more that is answered for you. I really, really like this book, you guys. Feel the balance and the perfection. Feel the balance and the perfection of your environment. Every point of consciousness, even the consciousness of a cell in your body, can request an improved state of being and get it. I already experienced that. Listen, I dealt with the unhealthy. I'm ready to feel really healthy. I'm really ready to focus on what it feels like to have a healthy body, have a higher consciousness in mind, have better relationships. I already know what it's like, what I don't want in relationships. I already know what money habits I don't like or don't feel good to me anymore, and how I'm ready to focus and what I feel excited about doing spiritually, career-wise, creatively, at home, all the 12 houses, all the 12 charts. It's different for everybody. That's why you got to join the collective, so you can get your cosmic reading on Saturday mornings, your individual readings, learn more of your lessons. But I really just wanted to talk to you about this. It says, it is not possible for someone else to receive the resources that were meant for you, and you cannot selfishly squander resources that were intended for someone else. All desires are answered, all requests are granted, and no one is left unanswered, unloved, or unfulfilled. When you stay aligned with your energy stream, you always win, and somebody else does not have to lose for you to win. There is always enough. And I think that this is just reminding you, you don't have to focus on what anybody else is doing. This doesn't affect you, and you don't have to affect them. You can focus on what you're creating for your own life, what you would like to see within your own life. I love that. And I really hope that this is helping. I really hope that you guys are liking and appreciating this. And as I close it, the end of the chapter, in chapter 16, it says, it was just kind of talking about how some people in your physical realm, you're like, but I'm not seeing it. It's not happening. And so what it's talking about, it was saying there's a 3-step process, and step 1 has occurred. You have to ask for it. So you got to put the asking in place. You got to know what it is that you actually do want. Asking for what you want, not what you don't want. So then it says step 2, as soon as you have asked for it, the universe is bringing it to you. But the step 3 is allowing. Are you allowing it to happen? Now, because if you're not, you can be disallowing, you can be doubting, you can be focusing your feelings, your energies on what you don't want to happen. And that's actually what you're allowing to happen. I hope that makes sense. And I really hope that makes sense as we're preparing for Mercury to go retrograde. You guys know I like to always say Mercury retrograde is about us thinking about what we've been thinking about. So we really need to think about what we've been focusing our thoughts and focusing our feelings. If it hasn't been feeling good to us, we've been attracting what we don't want. We need to focus our feelings. We need to get deeper with that and find the value in these deeper feelings that are transformative. This is Venus and Scorpio energy. We got to get in touch and understand that, some of us are really attached to our hurts, our traumas, and that's why we're attracting more of it. Okay. It says step 3, the allowing has not occurred. If someone is not receiving that they are asking for, it is not because there is a shortage of resources. It can only be that person holding the desire is out of alignment with their own request. There is no shortage. There is no lack. There is no competition for resources. There is only the allowing or the disallowing of that which you are asking for. I hope this helps. I just really felt led to share that. Blame it on the Awakened Soul Yoga Retreat. I was very much encouraged to bring you guys so much more of myself. And although astrology was really the gateway that opened these doors for me and really allowed me to step into my Sagittarius energy and be a lifelong student and step into a teacher role, there's a lot more to me and a lot more to this universe and a lot more to learn and integrate into our lives. And I don't want to say than just astrology, because I do feel that like astrology is intertwined in all of it, but this universe is expansive, just like this book was saying. So I want to bring you guys all of it. So, and this makes so much sense, even like I said, with the astrology, right? And even for me knowing where my Libra placements are in the transits that I'm having. So I will stop it there. I hope deeply that this message resonates with you, that it gives you some insight, that it gives you some optimism, that it helps you on where to guide your thoughts and your energy and how you feel. Grab one of these books. I'm definitely enjoying Asking It Is Given. So far, so good. I really, really like this one. But anybody that knows me knows that I really like Living with Joy by Sanaya Roman. This is probably one of my favorite books of all times, to the point that I've actually bought another book because I kind of let a friend borrow the last one and it was taking too long to get to me, so I just bought another one. Yeah, let me know what you think about this, how this feels to you, receiving this. And if you're open to receiving more videos like this, I will share more of these insights that I receive and that kind of thing. So until next time, peace.